Part 1. The Unseen Potential. Emma Harper had always been the quiet one who blended effortlessly into the background. This wasn't due to fear, but rather a deeply ingrained habit formed over years of following the rules and fulfilling the expectations of those around her. Growing up in a small town, she learned early on that compliance often led to approval. So, she crafted a life that looked enviable on the surface. However, beneath that facade lay an unsettling emptiness that would creep in whenever she stopped to listen to her inner voice. At 22, Emma found herself at a crossroads, nearing the end of her college years with a degree in communications in hand and a steady, predictable job at a local marketing firm. The office was filled with the hum of busy workers, and Emma was part of it, crafting email campaigns and conducting market research. Her parents beamed with pride at her achievements, a solid educational background, and a job with health benefits. Friends often called her successful, but Emma understood a fundamental truth that eluded many. True success isn't measured solely by societal standards. For her, it felt like a distant concept. This elusive gold star did not resonate with her profound longing for something richer, deeper, and more meaningful. Her daily routine was a predictable cycle: waking up to the sound of her alarm, going to work where she had her designated tasks and responsibilities, returning home to scroll through social media feeds filled with curated lives, watching mindless television shows to unwind, and ultimately falling asleep with a sense of unresolved yearning for something more, only to wake up the next day to repeat it all again. While she didn't experience outright unhappiness, she remained acutely aware of a gnawing dissatisfaction, a whispering conviction that life could be more vibrant and fulfilling than this monotonous rhythm. While aimlessly scrolling through Instagram, Emma's eyes landed on a post that immediately struck a chord within her. It was from Grace, a former colleague who had once shared an office with her, but had since ventured into a completely different realm of life. Grace was now living abroad, pouring her heart into writing and mentoring young girls in developing countries. She brought hope and education where it was scarce. Her post read, "Don't wait for your potential to unlock itself. You must do the work to find it. The world needs you to live beyond the ordinary." Emma felt a surge of inspiration wash over her as she absorbed Grace's words. This was more than just a motivational quote. It was a call to action that resonated deeply with her soul. She realized that the yearning for change she had felt for so long was not just a fleeting emotion. It was a fundamental part of her existence. Could it really be that simple? Could she, too, step out of the shadows and craft a life defined not by the mundane, but by purpose, passion, and the pursuit of her true potential? With that thought, Emma felt ready to embark on a profound journey of self-discovery and transformation. Part 2. The Wake-Up Call. As the first light of dawn crept into her room, casting gentle rays across the walls, Emma sat at her desk, deep in thought. The previous day's events lingered in her mind, particularly the piercing insights she had gleaned from Grace's post. A myriad of emotions swirled within her, revealing an unsettling truth that she could not ignore. Had she been drifting through life on autopilot, merely going through the motions without genuine engagement? This introspection ignited a spark of curiosity, leading her to ponder the possibility that her true potential lay dormant within her, waiting patiently for her to awaken it. Driven by an urgent desire for self-discovery, she positioned herself in front of her laptop, its screen glowing invitingly. With a deep breath, she typed, "How to unlock your potential," into the search bar, embarking on a quest that she hoped would provide her with clarity and direction. She combed through many resources articles brimming with motivational insights and well-researched books illustrating the principles of living a purposeful life. The insightful content encouraged her to establish long-term goals while emphasizing the importance of aligning her daily actions with her deeply held personal values. As she immersed herself in this wealth of knowledge, Emma's thoughts transformed into a narrative of reflection and revelation. She felt an overwhelming urge to capture her evolving mindset, so she reached for her journal, a tactile vessel for her thoughts. With the pen poised in her hand, she began to articulate the fundamental questions that arose from her musings. What genuinely excites me? What legacy do I wish to create for those who come after me? How do I aspire to feel when I reflect on my life in the years to come? Among the various articles, one in particular resonated deeply with her sentiment. It stressed the importance of aligning personal goals with core values. This perspective struck a powerful chord within her, resonating as a truth she had long overlooked. For many years, Emma had conformed to societal norms that equated success with pursuing a stable job, acquiring an attractive home, and garnering a dependable income. However, despite the external validation that came with these accomplishments, a profound sense of internal discontent remained, an indication that true fulfillment likely transcended such conventional measures. This enlightening moment brought forth a new awareness of her intrinsic desire to assist others and create meaningful change in their lives. However, an equal measure of uncertainty accompanied this realization as she found herself at a significant crossroads. How does one embark on a transformative journey toward realizing such aspirations? It became evident that the time had come to break free from the shackles of external expectations and societal pressures that had long dictated her path. Emma recognized that she must embrace her latent potential, allowing it to unfold organically as she ventured down a road more authentically aligned with her values and dreams. No longer willing to be a passive participant in her own life, Emma made a solemn commitment to herself. She would step boldly forward into a future shaped not by the desires placed upon her by others, but by her own aspirations and vision for what she truly valued and desired. It was time for her to awaken fully and embark on the journey of self-actualization that awaited her. Part 3. Breaking Free. Over the next few weeks, Emma began to make small changes. She set aside time each day to reflect on her goals, journaling her thoughts about what a meaningful life might look like. Slowly, she began to see a picture emerge. Her ultimate goal, she realized, was to become a storyteller, a writer who could use her words to inspire and empower others. But it wasn't just about writing books. She also wanted to work with young people, helping them see their potential and encouraging them to chase their dreams, no matter how big or small. She realized that helping others unlock their potential was as important as hers. One afternoon, Emma sat in a local cafe with her journal open in front of her. She wrote out her long-term goals: write a book that empowers young women to believe in their potential, start a mentorship program for young people, particularly girls, to help them find their voices and passions, live a life that reflects my values, creativity, compassion, and personal growth, travel the world and immerse myself in different cultures to broaden my perspective and inspire my writing. Emma took a deep breath after writing these goals. They felt big, perhaps even too big, but she knew that she needed to think beyond the ordinary to live a meaningful life. She couldn't afford to let fear or self-doubt hold her back anymore. The next step was clear. She had to act. Part 4. Initial steps. Emma's initial action in her quest for personal and professional growth was to enroll in a writing course, a decision she found both thrilling and daunting. Juggling the demands of work, family commitments, and this new endeavor required meticulous planning and dedication. Yet, she understood that honing her writing skills was essential for her development as a writer and as an individual. Each time she sat down in front of her laptop, pouring her thoughts onto the screen, it felt like a momentous achievement. She derived immense satisfaction from transforming her ideas into coherent narratives, with each completed piece bringing her one step closer to uncovering her true potential. In addition to pursuing her writing education, Emma began conducting thorough research into mentorship programs available in her community. She discovered a local organization devoted to empowering young women through education and leadership initiatives, which was actively seeking mentors to guide aspiring young leaders. Recognizing the significant opportunity this presented, Emma eagerly volunteered to become a mentor for a group of high school girls. She approached this role with enthusiasm, motivated by a desire to share her own experiences and offer the guidance she had previously lacked during her formative years. Her first mentoring session was both humbling and inspiring. Emma created a safe and welcoming environment, encouraging the girls to open up about their personal challenges, which included academic pressure, navigating complex relationships, and grappling with issues of self-esteem. As she listened intently, Emma was struck by the parallels between their struggles and her own experiences at their age. This acknowledgement allowed her to connect with the girls on a deeper level, affirming their feelings and fostering a sense of trust. Over the subsequent weeks, Emma observed a remarkable transformation in the girls' confidence levels. They gradually began to articulate their thoughts more assertively, actively participated in discussions, and showed increased willingness to share their unique ideas. Observing their growth was profoundly rewarding for Emma, as she recognized that her role as a mentor was not only to guide them, but also to inspire her own development. Through this engagement, she found herself unlocking new dimensions of her potential. The experience illuminated her purpose, allowing her to grasp the meaningful impact she could have on others' lives. Emma's vision for the future began to crystallize. She envisioned a life characterized by continuous personal growth, intertwined with a commitment to empowering others. This dual focus not only represented a professional aspiration, but also an intrinsic motivation to contribute positively to her community. As she embraced her journey as both a writer and a mentor, Emma felt invigorated by the knowledge that she was fostering a legacy of empowerment and inspiration. Part 5. The Road Ahead. As the months progressed, Emma experienced a remarkable transformation in her life. She committed to writing daily, channeling her creative energy toward crafting the book she had always envisioned. With every word she put on the page, she moved closer to realizing her dream. While perfection was not her immediate concern, the manuscript evolved into a powerful reflection of her thoughts, experiences, and unique voice. In tandem with her writing, Emma embraced her role in the mentorship program with enthusiasm and determination. The young women she mentored demonstrated extraordinary creativity and resilience, their ambitions shining brightly in every session. Emma was consistently impressed by their innovative ideas and willingness to share their struggles and victories. These meetings were enlightening and reaffirmed her commitment to helping others find their voices, paralleling her own transformative journey of self-discovery. One evening, seated in her study under the comforting glow of her desk lamp, Emma took a moment to evaluate her progress and reflect on her journey. She recalled the pivotal realization that inspired her actions: life offers limitless possibilities beyond societal norms. By setting clear, long-term goals and aligning her actions with her core values, she had begun to shape a life filled with genuine significance and purpose. Emma understood that her journey was not defined by immediate results or flawless execution. Instead, it was characterized by a series of intentional steps forward. She recognized the importance of taking time to reflect, dream boldly, and remain committed to a path that felt authentic to her true self. As she contemplated the road ahead, broad, dynamic, and distinctly her own, she felt a profound sense of ownership over her journey. With unwavering confidence, Emma declared, "Unlocking my potential is not simply about reaching a destination. It is about harnessing the courage to create and embrace a life that is undeniably mine, decisive step at a time." Moral of the story: unlocking your potential is not about achieving instant success or following someone else's path. It's about identifying your true values, setting meaningful, long-term goals, and consistently taking action toward an authentic and fulfilling life. The journey may be long, but each step you take brings you closer to the person you're meant to become.